Here with midfielder Amos Shapiro-Thompson. Amos, thanks for coming on. I want to start things off by just kind of taking the look back through this season. Obviously, last year you weren't able to play nearly as many minutes, and now you've gone from impact substitute to almost like a lock-on starter, and you're coming into roles all around the midfield, from being out wide, central, offensively, defensively. Kind of want to ask you to look back and kind of just look at your overall progressions. Did you think you'd be here this fast coming into the 2025 season?
Yeah, appreciate the question. I would say I hoped it, and I was ready. That's the main thing. I was always ready for whatever my role was, whether it was off the bench, a different position than I was used to. And so that's my mentality, is to be ready for whatever the team and whatever coach asks me. So I certainly felt like I was really ready from the beginning to be in the role that I am now, and so I'm just very grateful to have gotten the opportunity to show what I can do, and just want to keep doing that. So.
Coaches called you a bulldog with your tenacity on the ball, off the ball, just hunting down opportunities to put this team in the right direction. Maxi has credited you as making him look better when he makes mistakes. Like you're that player that is everywhere all at once. What do you credit right now to your game? Like if you had to describe to fans as they try to figure out who you are on this field, what kind of midfielder do you see yourself as on this pitch?
I feel like what I bring and what I try to bring is just real energy on both sides of the ball. And just, I want to be someone who, no matter how I'm playing technically, you can always look at it and say, that guy's giving absolutely everything at every moment, like every play, 90th minute. I'm really trying to just give absolutely all that I've got every second of every game. So I would say energy, and then hopefully quality on the ball as well. But the baseline level is 100% at every single moment, training to, and just that's the mentality. Give it all the time.
You've led the team in a lot of different statistics in your starts now across those different roles. You got Player of the Week last week against Miami. Obviously, it's not a fun thing to receive when you don't get the result. I watched you have to kind of apologize on behalf of the team and say that this team's close to turning the corner. We didn't see the result against a very red-hot Louisville City. Not to put you in any promises or commitments here, but does that carry over game to game for you personally, for this team right now mentally? How do you prepare this group? How do you prepare yourself coming in against North Carolina this weekend?
Yeah, listen, I think one thing that we can promise, and that I'll promise personally, is giving 100%. Like that's what we can control, is doing our best every day. And that actually includes training too. I think what I trust a lot about this group is that the mentality of this group, we've been in tough places before. We were in a much tougher place last year with a very similar core group of guys, and this group really stuck together through that. So that's what I expect to continue to happen. What I've seen so far is that, like, when the going gets tough, we are still together, and we're putting everything we can into trying to turn it around. And the results are like, focus on the process. Like the outcome is, we're always trying to win every game. Like everyone wants to win, everyone wants to score. And so I would just say, what I want to have as an example for the rest of the group is just to kind of double down on our efforts, to focus on the process and training hard and working hard in the game. And like it's gonna come, and we're all disappointed, that the results haven't been there yet. But we're working really hard to turn that around, and we're just looking forward.
But overall, the locker room still completely intact. Everyone is fighting for each other.
Oh yeah. This is a great, like a truly great group of guys, and great group of teammates. So, great people off the field, but very supportive teammates in the locker room, on the field, in training. And I think that's in the end what part of what made us special as a group last year, was that we really stuck together through a hard moment, and then really pushed each other, really supported each other. And so I have absolutely, like, truly zero doubt about the quality of the group as far as our ability to bounce back, keep pushing forward, and just doubling down on our work together and support for each other.
And then, this is an important stretch now. I think it's 4 next games all at home, and then 6 out of the next 7. Yeah. How much is the team carrying that into, like, knowing that this is probably one of the best times you're going to be able to put it in front of fans and get results and get goals?
Yeah, huge. I think it's a huge month. Playing at home has been so special for us this whole year. Anyone who experienced, last year, like, we were just dying to get into the stadium. Since I first signed, even before we played in Bryant, we've been dying to be here. So, it's time to put it together for the fans here, who have been absolutely incredible. And that's what I said in the speech too, which is the truth. Like, I feel incredibly lucky being from New England, to see the amount of support that this community is putting together for the team, and the fans have been absolutely incredible. So of course it means more at home each game, and we'll just be trying to get those points on the board here.
And then, if you had any final message for the fans as they, I don't think the weather's going to be as great as it is today, classic New England, right? But do you have any message for the fans, both in tomorrow's game or just, through the continuation of the season?
My message is very simple. Just we are all really grateful for the support, through everything, and I'm gonna give absolutely 100% for you guys at every single moment. So that's simple. We're just gonna keep pushing forward together. We're in this together. What I said against San Antonio after the game was that, something along the lines of like, we're here because of you guys, and like absolutely 100% for the fans. So like none of this exists. None of this is anything without the fans, to be honest. In professional sports, like that's what makes it a real thing. So, it's nothing without the support. And so I just want to say, personally, I'm so grateful, and I think that the group feels that as well.
And then as a New Englander, the summer months are here, the best months. What are you doing off the pitch for yourself to kind of restore yourself mentally and physically when you're not having to put in 1,000% here on the pitch with Kano and the rest of the group?
I mean, honestly, it's been, the games have come thick and fast, so it's been a lot of just recovering, hitting the local yoga studio, getting down to the gym. But then I've gotten to go to the beach lately. I went down to Barrington Beach a few times, to Gaspé Point. So, a lot of just walking around my neighborhood and drinking coffee and being in the community. Which
do you want to do a coffee plug? What's your coffee spot? I mean, unless you don't want people to come in.
I mean, listen, I think this place Reprise, which is pretty new. I really like Nick, the owner, and the Nitro bar is always great. It's so popular though, and 7 stars, Reprise, Nitro.
Now you just listen to them all there.
All great. Well, luckily I live close to a lot of good coffee bars. So,
awesome. Man. Any final thoughts? Anything else you want to share?
No, just appreciate the fan support, what the media, what you guys are doing as well, and like we're just all in this together to keep pushing. So we really appreciate it, and we're really excited for what's to come. So
Amos Shapiro-Thompson, everyone, thank you so much.
Cool.